The Google Pixel is about 1 month old, so happy birthday Google Pixel, blow out your candle, make a wish, and it's time to revisit you. I've been using it on and off as my daily driver for the better part of the month. I still have some of the same issues I had at the beginning, and really it's things that the phone doesn't have, any sort of waterproofing or wireless charging. If that's important to you, then this is not the phone for you. I still wish for the price it was included in the Pixel, but I'm gonna go past those and talk about the phone itself and what's included. So this one, I mentioned it in the review, but the more I use the phone, the more it stood out to me. The phone does not get warm, which is strange for a phone, even if you're watching 30, 40 minutes of video. Even with the Snapdragon 821 in there, the phone does not get warm. As opposed to other devices I've tested where they feel really hot after a prolonged period of time, the Pixel, much like Samuel L. Jackson, retains its cool. I'm still not the biggest fan of the design of the phone, especially the chin and the combination of aluminum and glass on the back, but I'm willing to give it a giant pass for looking a tad fugly because that glass enables way better antenna reception, and this thing gets incredible reception. Well, I popped my own SIM card in when using it as my daily driver with AT&T, and everywhere I went, I was getting LTE, whereas my wife, who's on an iPhone, was sometimes pulling down 4G or even dropped to Edge on occasion. This thing maintained a consistent LTE signal. Also true with Wi-Fi. In my garage, for example, most phones don't get Wi-Fi. The Pixel was pulling in loud and clear. I was almost getting full speeds on the Pixels I would get if I was right by the router. When I say Pixel, know that I'm talking specifically about the Pixel XL. The 5.5-inch screen still looks nice to me. My opinion on that hasn't changed. Daydream has come out though since I did the initial review, and it's really nice to have. I'm still not 100% sold on VR, but the UI that Daydream offers in combination with the Pixel phone is really nice. In the month I've been testing, I've had no speed issues, I've had no slowdowns, I've had no lag, I've had no issues with Android showing its age. It still behaves as quickly and fast as it did on day one. I've also been impressed with battery life. The 3450 milliamp hours easily gets me through a day. In fact, if I pushed it and turned down brightness, I could probably get to 2 days. My opinion on the camera hasn't really changed much. The 12.3 megapixel sensor is still very good and amongst the best of any smartphone we've tested. And at this point, you're kind of nitpicking when you're talking about the camera on the Pixel or the iPhone 7 Plus or any of the Galaxy S7 lines of phones that haven't been recalled. The cameras are all outstanding. If you need to rely on a phone as your main camera, the Pixel is still going to be impressive. In fact, I've been using the Pixel to take pictures of my kids, my family, when I travel. That's all I have. That's my smartphone usage, and the pictures have always come out awesome. In fact, I've even gotten a few printed in larger sizes, and they still look really good. Again, if you want more information, anything I talked about, or want to know what I think about the button placement or how they feel or the call quality, then definitely check out the full review we did. This is more of an update to that. I really like the phone. In fact, I think I like it more now than I even did on my initial review. Still, it's not a cheap phone. I still don't think it looks very good, but those are subjective, and price depends on, how much money you got in the bank and you know what you can afford. And if you can't afford a phone, and if you happen to like the way the Pixel looks, or at least you can tolerate the way the Pixel looks, pick one up. Although I do recommend picking up in black. I think that looks the best. You're not going to be disappointed. In fact, the Pixel is still going to have a place in my pocket for at least the next month and beyond.